Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And this video is a little bit about the age of retirement. I think I told you folks that, you know, I'm 55 years old and I really would like to retire. And there's a lot of people in these forums in the videos that have stated that they've done that. Now, what I find interesting in most of them is that nobody's talking about money. They're talking about that they wanted to have the best years of their life and they wanted to do it. But I found a video just recently from a gentleman by Michael Bordenero, and he actually is the reason I made this video, because the article he references is from the Gallup. I believe that's the same company that does all the Gallup polls. But in it, if you just do this, I'll send you the link of the article, but it talks about retirement age. And according to this poll and the data that they've aggregated, it is stating that people are retiring later in their life. There's a small segment, I think around 19% of all population of, I guess, people who are surveyed. Like 19%, I think, is the number that they, people between 50 to 59, I think, were able to retire. Then it slowly starts going up to around the 60s mark. And people at that age then are starting to slowly retire. But the interesting metric that was captured in it was that I think it was in 1999 when this thing was created, 2002, people were retiring at 62, but now you're looking at a massive drop of people who are retiring in that age category. In fact, I think it was 11 points down, meaning that people are not retiring early. Now, what could that indicate about retirement and people? Well, one, they don't have enough money, or two, they are too worried about retiring because they need money for something like healthcare and insurance. And to me, that's an indication of higher costs in both of those areas. Healthcare is really expensive, as well as the insurance for it. You know, one wrong step in your health will wipe out your savings entirely. And I just know from my own personal experience, for example, I have two metal hips. I got them when young because I have a kind of a birth defect, but the cost of those were very, very expensive to get. Now, if you were to have that situation now when you don't have healthcare insurance, that's really going to be a big deal. So what am I trying to say? Well, the main thing I think about retirement is that you have to be healthy and you have to look at your where you are mentally to retire. If I read all the comments in the comments section, most of those folks don't talk about money. Some people do, but most of them do not. And they talk about the golden years of their life, to have enjoyed the things that meant a lot. And you know, quite frankly, I think that's the right attitude, because when I think about, you know, all the strife that I had in my workplace, dealing with knuckleheads at work and all kinds of other things like that, I don't remember any of that. I remember, for example, last year, I went on a trip with my family, and I was in the middle of some kind of period where we're doing something at work, and I was left it stressed, but then I left it, I went to my vacation non-stressed. But when I think about that time period, I don't think about what was going on. In fact, I don't even remember. I do remember hanging out with my family and having fun. And to this day, I've been very fortunate because I've been remote working for quite a while. So I got to see my children actually grow up since they were little babies, and went to pick them up at school and everything. I would not trade that for anything in the world. And that's what I think about when I think about my life. So the same must translate naturally to retirement. When you think about your retirement and what you're going to be doing in your retirement, that is far more important than any of these other crazy things, like how much money you have. By the way, you can't take it with you. So you can only leave it as a legacy. And quite frankly, Uncle Sam's going to take it. Now, thankfully, we got Donald Trump in office. Maybe he's going to help us out with all of that, but that's not right now. The making of this video is in February 2025. So what am I trying to say to you? Don't wait. In fact, just do. Now, everybody has different kind of financial situation. Everyone's got different kind of personal situations, but the tendency that I've seen with many of those who have retired is that they just did it and they never look back. So many of the people in these comments, they are so happy to have retired, and God bless them. I wish I could do that. But I think our society is structured in such a way where it's just not easy to do that, and that's a real shame. In any case, 65 is not the age to retire. 65 is the age when you pick up Social Security and when you pick up Medicare. I mean, honestly, do we have to wait for that just so that we can live our lives? You know, something's really wrong in our society if we have to wait for that. And we have to also think about Social Security as our kind of, what's it called? Our fallback, right? That's something wrong with that. So I think for all of us, it's very important to recognize kind of where you are, take stock in your life, and understand that there's many things that are more important than the financial stuff. It's important, you need money, right? Because when you're working, you're not going to have it. Bills still keep coming. And I just looked at my electric bill, it's coming. Insurance, that's another one, right? Insurance is a nutty thing. But you have to pay insurance, you have to pay for fuel. Once you got an electric car, even now you have to pay for electricity. But regardless, these bills just keep piling up, and I think that's the reason why people get so stressed out. I get stressed out of that all the time. So all these things just keep piling up, they're really out of your control, you know? So, that's it for this video. I really hope this may give you some pause. Retirement is a mindset. It's you have to retire into retirement. You can't just retire. So get all those things set up, start thinking about what you want to do in your life after retirement. And then I think that landing will be much more easier than just plunging right into it. Although plunging right into it is not a bad idea too. Just do it. That's it for this video. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.